Hi everyone. I hope you're all doing well. I'm Karima,
Hi
and this
guys,
is
Mariana is here too. Hi
hi
guys.
again. For those who know us, you know that we're here to do your horoscope. Welcome for everybody who is new. Mariana and I usually do like to do an horoscope for each season of the zodiac, basically. So
Mm-hmm.
the first part is our general reading that we're doing on the podcast of the Modern Witches, and we just talk about basically the transit that is happening from during all the seasons. So for this one, for Gemini season, from the
Mm-hmm.
20th of May to the 20th of June.
Mm-hmm.
And then we usually come on YouTube and do an horoscope. So it's about 10 minutes horoscope for each sign of the zodiac. So you can look at your sun, at your moon, or at your ascendant, and look what resonates with you. Sometimes it's like two signs and it's like a good general reading for you. But
Mm-hmm.
we highly advise to look and to listen to the podcast and the general reading because you will have more insight about all the transit. In the horoscope, we really focus on specific ones.
Yeah,
What else? We're just excited to be with you
I'm
guys
so
and
excited. Gemini season is ahead of us, so it's gonna be a good one. It's a lighter energy season as
yeah,
a mutable sign. So check out all your placements.
for sure. And feel free to likes, feel free to comments, feel free to tell us if it resonates with you or not, or what you're going through. It's always helpful for other people to know what the same family sign are living through, or even for us, Mariana and we can see what is very important for you.
For sure.
So I
Now we're
think
gonna
that's
do
it.
the sign by sign. So go
Go
ahead and
for it.
listen into our horoscopes. Love you guys. Bye bye.
Bye bye, guys.
Hi, dear Aquariuses.
Hi,
Welcome
guys.
to you, Gemini. Hi, hi. Welcome to your Gemini season horoscopes from Karima and myself. We're so excited to welcome you here. And let's start. So, Sun in Gemini from May 20th activates your fifth house of all things beautiful.
Good.
Creativity, social engagements of one sort or another. It's your hobbies, it's romance, it's things that bring you pleasure, it's bring the things that bring you joy, children. It's a time, like, often fifth house is associated with some kind of performances, being on stage, being visible, being heard or listened by many people. So for you, Aquariuses, it's such a good time to put yourself out there,
Mhm.
to through things that actually make you happy, right?
Yeah.
Through, because it's in Gemini, through talking, through communicating something. It's a beautiful time. Just keep in mind that until June 3rd, you have Mercury that rules your fifth house retrograde. So maybe there will be just a time of preparation for that grand exposure, or for something that puts you in some form of limelight. And even if it's just on a smaller scale, just finding that thing that brings joy to you, that shine, bring that light to your life, is just, it's a month to
And
do that.
they know that Aquarius know this energy because you are air sign. Gemini is an air sign. So
Mhm.
it's your sibling. You understand this energy. It's the fast energy. Gemini is very fast. The
Mhm.
Aquarius can keep the pace. And that's very nice for you, that Gemini season. And your
Absolutely.
fifth house is just very thing that related to pleasure also because it's Gemini is communication, connection to people,
Mhm.
and how to relate. So you can have emphasize pleasure, creativity. So you can have a lot of fun surrounding yourself with people that can inspire you or that can give you a lot of insight around creativity and what you can do to explore your own self.
Absolutely, yeah. I feel like for Aquarius, especially Aquarius rising people with Saturn being in their house, It's just in their sign. I mean, it's just such a good time to have
Release
a
the
little bit more
structure.
fun, a little bit more fun to let loose for a second, you know,
Yeah.
because here there's on a personal level, there's a tremendous amount of restructuring that's happening
Yeah.
that can feel really heavy. And when the Taurus season with North Node and Uranus squaring your sign, it's just like with Saturn in your sign, I mean, it's just like this energy of constant like breakthrough, breakdown, breakthrough, breakdown, you know, like it's just not easy. But now this harmonious energy, and another wonderful thing that's happening, you have Mars and Jupiter in your third house in Aries. And this is just like a fiery way to put yourself out there. This is expansion of your connections, of your like things within you, in like people, circumstances within your immediate environment are going to be changing rather quickly. There will be this like real movement through communication, through networking, through expanding your network circle, through expanding your immediate environment. You will be getting opportunities that will feel like reigniting your like spark, reigniting your mojo, so to say, right?
Yeah.
We like
Yeah.
that.
So
The
it's
third
going to be very busy time also, I feel like, because it's I do think it's going to be good time, but very busy time socially, where you might be invited to different parties, maybe like, having
does feel like that.
especially around like you surrounding, your close surrounding.
Mhm.
It can be a very like growing time and enjoying time around people.
Absolutely. And another area in your chart that's being activated is that has been activated for a while now with the Uranus and North Node is your fourth house, but now you have Venus and Mercury there in your fourth house, which really like, because Aquarius is such a like future oriented, such a like a bit restless energy. Here, there are necessary, inevitable, destined changes that gonna bring more harmonious environment. Venus in your fourth house, especially when Venus comes together with North Node and Uranus. It's just that like you understand suddenly what needs to happen for you to feel comfortable, to understand, to get a better idea what home means, what the good, like comfortable, joyful home is all about. Yeah, and one more thing I want to mention quickly is that you have a new moon in the fifth house. All those things of joy, creativity, romance have a new beginning from May 30th. Which whatever, if you had any ideas, any hobbies that just been hobbies, but now you're like, I want to take it to the new level, out like after specifically June 3rd, that it would be a really good time to communicate those ideas to others. And maybe through that, through communicating your ideas, you will, by full moon in Sagittarius in the 11th house, you realize that some people are not on board. And maybe they're not your people. And maybe something has to change. And maybe you will need to expand your network circle, your
Yeah.
friend group.
Um,
So
mhm.
very nice.
The two cards that I pull that came out basically are the two of sword
Mhm.
and the queen of cups. So it's just definitely a choice during that season that's coming up, like a choice
Mhm.
maybe to make. That's definitely the message here, but the answer is through following your own emotion and what your guts are telling you.
Yeah.
It can be through because you have Saturn in your first house that is pushing you a lot, asking you to structure, to figure it out what you want, and all of this. That can be very, it's a
Mhm.
pressure in the body and the mind, asking you to get to be strict towards yourself. But with the Sun in Gemini is asking you to lip up a little bit, stop being so worried or like
Mhm.
what the future hold. So it can be a time where you just don't know which way you should go. But for me, it's a time of chilling out. It's a
Yeah.
time of definitely chilling out. I don't think it's a time to think or to overthink. For you this season, Cancer is going to be different next season, where we can see that things are going to move around your work, your job, and your schedule. But
Mhm.
this time is more the time to just enjoy people around you, enjoy your own time, and make sure that you have time for you to enjoy and to create. They can be through reading, having a book, going for whatever it is. The fifth house is about pleasure, and to integrate pleasure on your daily schedule. It's very important. So
Absolutely.
whatever choice you have to make, you don't need to decide right now. Just follow your gut, and you can deal with it the next season.
I love it because it's so true because I was given an advice recently that when you're in front of the choice that seems so hard to make, or you genuinely don't know which direction to go,
Yeah,
it's very important to put it on the shelf
yeah, yeah.
because
Let it sit.
uncertainty is a hard thing which we need to deal how to work with, and sometimes in order to avoid that we make rash decisions. Not a good time. No. All right, guys. We love you, Aquarius people, sun, moon, rising. And I was like Aquarius, and I was like Aquarius aliens. We love you, and we hope to see you next season. Have a wonderful Gemini season.
You too. Bye bye, guys.